only one subnet is required. Okay, so I'll be doing it. You just follow me. If you didn't do it again. Okay, you're done, right? Almost done. Okay, so now I'm in kind of one of the regions. Osaka region. Okay, I am just closing all the other things. Whatever I've created before. Okay, this let's see. I'm in this region. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to create create a VPC. So I'm in this region. I'm creating a VPC. What's the VPC name called? Okay, VPC one, and what is the CIDR is going to be. Okay, so CIDR, I'm going to put the CIDR name called CIDR is 10.0.0/24 is what I'm doing, and tenancy everything is default. Okay, and create VPC. Now first thing is created. Okay, this is done. Okay, now second one is create subnet. So you won't understanding like just listen how the process is. So now create a subnet for VPC one, right? So the subnet name should be subnet -VPC1. So I go to subnet here and I create a subnet. Okay, subnet name should be so for which VPC we are creating? For the VPC one we are whatever created. Okay, so the subnet name will be subnet -VPC VPC1, and the availability zone, those things all doesn't matter. Okay, you can just choose like a CIDR this one. Okay, and done. Right, so now create subnet. Now I created a subnet. This one is done. Now create internet gateway to attach to the internet, because we need an internet gateway to connect to the internet, right? So I'm going next to the internet gateway, and I'm creating internet gateway. Internet gateway name should be IG-VPC1. Okay, IG-VPC1 is the internet gateway. I'm creating an internet gateway now. Okay, so now this is the internet gateway I've created. Now, okay, add route table to allow the internet traffic from the internet gateway. So before that, what you have to do is attach. Okay, I think. Okay, we'll see. So like internet gateway is already been attached, right? Attached to VPC. We already created for this one. We create attached to the VPC one. Okay, so one more step will be added here. Attached internet gateway to the IG2 VPC 1. Okay, so now we have attached that internet gateway to the VPC. Okay, done, and this one is also done. Okay, so now it's attached. Now what are we going to do? We are going to allow the traffic from internet gateway to the subnets. Internet gateway to the subnets, right? All the VPC. So now we are going to create a route table. So route table, we added a default route table, one is there. Only create route table, and the route table name should be RT VPC1. RT VPC1 is going to be the route table. Okay, so now it is there, and select the VPC. This is for VPC1. Okay, so we are creating route table for VPC1. So now create route table. Okay, we already attached that internet gateway and everything. So I'm going to edit route table and add route table, and from the through internet. And the internet gateway, I'm just labeling the internet gateway I have attached to the VPC and internet gateway 1, and then save changes. Okay, now what I did, I've attached the internet gateway and all this complete thing, it has been done. Okay, so Anila, have you created this one? Have you done this? Till here, have you done? Okay, add route. Yeah, actually, so I'll be showing it. So okay. Now until now you did adding route table. Yeah. Okay. Okay, route table created. Route table added route tables association you did. Okay. Have you go to routes? Okay. Go to route table. Go to routes and edit routes. Okay, I'm going to add again, to show you. Select 0.0.0 to internet. Okay, now added, right? Okay, now good. Now this is done. Okay, now go to subnets. You will be having only one subnet. Like add the, edit, add route table association. We are going to add that route table to the internet gateway. The whatever the route table you have created, we can create the route to the subnet also. Through subnet it will going to that internet, right? So now we have created an internet gateway. Okay, now you know that, right? Now, so this is what we have created. Okay, now subnet 1 is there. Okay, so now what's happening? Now I created a internet gateway over here. Now associated that internet gateway to the subnet 1. Okay, so all these VMs, whatever it has been created inside that, then it will be having an internet connection. Okay, now I'm going to do a enable auto assign public IP address also. That is the fourth step, whatever I mentioned here. Enable auto assign public IP address for the subnet. So for the auto assign, so here there is a enable auto assign public IP address. That's what mentioned over here. Okay, if you click on save, now it is done completely. Okay, now what you have done, we have created a VPC and subnets and route table, internet gateway, and then we have done everything. Okay, so what's the reason? The reason why we are doing the same thing is that so by default, the VPC1 and VPC2 cannot be connected to the over private IP. So now what are we going to do is that so from this VM to this VM through private IP cannot be connected. So now what are we going to do is that we are creating a VPC. We are creating the peering connection. What is a peering connection? I'm just creating peering means I'm just connecting this VPC and then this VPC, and I'm creating a dedicated connection to this one and this one. So whenever I'm connecting this VM to this VM, okay, what happened to this connection is that the connection will go to the subnet. Okay, so the VPC and then the internet gateway, and through go all the way to VPC peering and have a connectivity. Then it'll come here, and then again it will go to through VPC subnet, and then it will go to the VM, and we'll be able to see the results. So this is one. So right now what we did, we created a one architecture. We created one VPC with all these connections we have created. Okay, now we are going to do the same thing for the second VPC also. Okay, now this VPC2, as I already sent you. Okay, now create a VPC2 called VPC2. You can just follow with me, or you can just create your own. You create VPC2 also? No, right? Okay, create VPC2 now. Okay, so VPC1 is ready, and VPC2, create VPC2, and VPC2 will be like, name will be VPC2, and the IP address, the CIDR range will be 168.192.168.0.0./24.
Same region or different region?
The same region. So both will be the same region. Okay, the VPC will be in the same region, no?
VPC will be in the same region, but the
subnet, another available zone doesn't matter. Which available zone it is there, that doesn't matter. Okay, now we are understanding the concept, like how this internet is going through that cloud to the VPC and all these things we are going to see. Now VPC2 it is there. Okay, so now I'm giving VPC2, and then the VPC2 will be CIDR 10.0.0./64. Okay, this is and one more thing, that the thing you should be understanding is that, okay, if you want to connect a VPC peering, this network, this CIDR and this CIDR should not be overlapped.
Yes.
Okay, so that is the default, the limitation for the networks, right? This should not be overlapped. So now I'm going to give some different range of the IP address I'm giving. Okay, now with the default tenancy and everything, I'm creating VPC. Okay, now this is done. Okay, so now this is done. Okay, now creating a subnet. Okay, the same thing, I'm going to create a subnet VPC2. Okay, can you create subnet 2 now? Okay, I already sent you in the group. Please copy that and then create using that VPC2 and create a subnet called subnet 2. Okay, so this public CIDR block will be like, and I already mentioned to you in that group, like so 192.168.0.0/28, which means that you'll get 16 IP addresses of the subnet. Now create subnet. Okay, create subnet with this IP range. I already sent you in the group. Please check. Okay, now I have created a subnet 2. Okay, now I created a VPC and subnet 2 I have created. Now what I have to do now? Create internet gateway and attach to the VPC 2. Okay, now internet gateway. Create internet gateway. Internet gateway name will be IG VPC 2. Okay, this is the internet gateway name. Now IG VPC 2 I've created and create the internet gateway to this one. Right. So now until this one I've completed. Done. Okay. Now attach IG to the VPC 1. Sorry, VPC 2. Right. Like VPC 2. VPC 2 attach the internet gateway to attach to VPC. Now we are going to attach to VPC 2 because that is the only one VPC which doesn't have an internet. So now attach to VPC 2. Okay, now it's done. Now it's done. So far so good, right? So everything is you have created. Now add a route table, allow the internet traffic from the internet gateway to VPC 2, right? And then the route table should be RT VPC 2. Route table will be like RT, create route table and RT VPC 2 and select VPC. Now we are going to select VPC 2. Okay, to use the VPC 2 route table and VPC 2. Okay, now it's created. So until now it's created everyone. Anil has created, right? Okay, just make sure that the namings and everything, So it should be like it's very important. Otherwise you'll get confused in the future.
And then in subnet we have to go and then subnet association we have to check.
Huh?
We have to edit the subnet.
Yeah, yes. Now route table, add route table here. Okay, in our route table add the route that 0.0.0, then having the internet gateway. So internet gateway will be allowing the traffic to the internet gateway. Okay, now that is done. And go to the subnets and subnet VPC2 and attach action, that add route table association, add the route table, and the route table will be VPC2 route table, RT VPC2 route table, and this you see here, it has a internet is been allowing. Okay, now so we don't need internet for this purpose, right? The reason why we want to test by opening that instances for these instances, like but still you can just open it. Okay, now I have this one, and next step is going to be edit subnet settings, allow also auto assign public IP address. Okay, then click on save. Okay, now we have everything completed now, right? This is the very basic steps we will be doing for each and every concepts, right? Any VPC concepts that we will be doing this kind of a very basic steps. So Anila, have you completed till then?
In route table, we have to attach the subnets.
Yeah, route table. Okay, so go to route table. Okay, so like subnet. Okay, click on subnet here and go to here. So edit route table association and click on this one, that VPC2 route table, and then attach to and save it. Right, I already attached it and saving it. Sorry.
That is subnet inside route table.
Yeah, inside route table, you have attached the internet gateway. In the route, we can go here. Here, done the internet gateway attached. Also you can see the subnet association here also. You can
Attach now.
yeah, you can attach now. Okay, edit subnet association here also you can do. You can select which subnet will be used, and then click on that one. You can associate. But the easier one is that go to subnets. Like click on here and then edit subnet settings, and then associate that whatever it is there here. Okay, so is it done? Okay, you can just take your time and then just let me know if you're done for a minute.
Subnets are associated.
Good. Okay, subnets are if you can see here, you can see route table, two route table will be associated to the subnets. Done? Are you seeing it?
It's VPC.
No, this is subnet. See, subnet 1 connected to VPC 1, VPC 2, and then this one VPC says a subnet CADR, and then it is having the VPC RT VPC 1, RT VPC 2. These things will be connected.
Yeah.
Done?
Yeah.
Okay, that is all we are going to do. Now what are we going to do now is that you're creating two instances. You know how to create instances. That's the reason why I told you to create a lot of instances in practice. Now I'm going to create two instances, but this time what are we going to do? We're going to create instances with the associated VPC, whatever the VPC is been there, and then we are going to create a VPC instance. Okay, now I'm going to EC2. services and EC2. Okay, go to EC2, done. Okay, launch instance. Okay, launch instance, and then so VM hyphen VPC1. Okay, so this is the VM that should be created for one VPC. Okay, so now I've created, if you can see the architecture here. Okay, now we created that, everything's been created, subnet and everything association. Now I'm going to create the VM, whatever there inside. Okay, so this VM is going to create to attach to this VPC. Okay, now, okay, VM name will be VM VPC-1, and it is also it's already there in this one. Okay, VPC VM-VPC-1. Okay, and then the Amazon Linux you can choose, and then key pair. If you don't have any key pair, create a new key pair. If you already have one, VPC key. I'm giving some kind of a name like this and creating it. And if you click on down, this is a very very important thing, right? Like, so now what we have created is the kind of 3 VPCs are there. Okay, select VPC1 now, because we are going to create the VPC. Okay, so this instance we're going to create this instance. This instance should comes under VPC1 and the subnet 1. Okay, you can see here VPC1 and the subnet 1. If you don't have any other subnets on this VPC, okay, we are going to create inside that one.
Okay, so wait, suppose if I have done some wrong and I have created the VPC, I have created the EC2 instance without configuring the network settings. So I have to recreate it.
Because there is no option to edit. Okay, so that's the reason why you should be very careful. When you're choosing the VPC. Okay, so the VPC is also auto-send is enabled, and security group. So select security group. So the default security group is there. Let's create one security group. Okay, that allow SSH traffic. Okay, and also we can just create one more security group rule here. Okay, so launch wizard 1 is what I'm created, and add one more security group. Okay, to custom TCP is the ICMP package. Okay, or ICMP IPv4 package. Okay, what is our security group, right? You know about. I'm going to enable ICMP packet because I wanted to do a test ping. I wanted to ping from this machine to that machine to see whether this is working or not. Okay, I'm going to allow ICMP. What is ICMP package? ICMP package is used to test whether this particular network is connected to ping or not. See, if there is an option called ping, so if you want to transfer, if you want to send one packet to one system to another system. For example, I'm just telling you, I'm just asking you, hey, are you awake? Like, so Abhishek is there, and I just want to know that whether are you awake. What I do, I just give a call, okay, to you saying that whether you are available or not. Okay, if your phone number is not reachable, okay, then this connection is not working. Like, the connection is not working. I'll show you. Okay, just for now, just see this ICMP and the custom anywhere IPv4, and then see this one. Okay, now I have the security group for launch wizard 1. Okay, launch wizard 1. Okay, and we can just also name it as a ICMP security group. Okay, so ICMP security group I've just created here, and okay, ICMP security group, and you saw this, all the network interface and all. You can leave it behind, leave it, default, and launch instance. Okay, so the free tier T2.micro is not been eligible, and I think instance type is not supported on the. Okay, please select a different instance in that subnet. Okay, so it is not enabling. So I'm going to use a T2.small. So it's chargeable only, but I don't know why it is showing like this. Some of the regions is showing. Instances type is not supported in the, okay, nano. Hey, I think some problem with AP South, AP North is 3C. Maybe I had to go to medium one. Oh.
If you have created in North Virginia, if you have created in North Virginia, then it would have supported.
Yeah, no, I don't know why this is not supporting. t2.xlarge. I was just going for some different regions. T2.large. Huh? Selected instance types is not supported. Please select different instance types or subnet. Okay, let me just try to use different subnet. Okay, now let me create a VPC2. Okay, I'm going to create VPC2. Okay, and here the subnet I'm going to give, okay, VPC2, and subnet is going to be like this subnet. Okay, so this is a array 3B. Array here also not supported. Why? Array.
Some issues with the region, like Osaka region.
Yeah, because some of the other regions also like. Okay, let me go to Singapore and shall I create everything again?
No.
Huh?
No.
Why? Take some time.
It will take some only 5 minutes for you.
Yeah, it will take. It's okay. We'll go to Singapore. I will create it fatafat.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
I got some idea.
Okay. Fine. Okay.
Thank you.
You can just come join. No?
Sure, sir.
Sure. Okay. Go from anyone to join.
Within this week or next, is there any other matches?
Yeah, already connected to matches going on. So
Okay.
next month only. Okay. Sorry. Otherwise, you have computer, right? You have. Can you create a VMs? Can you show in your laptop maybe?
Yes.
Okay. And can you share your screen? I can use.
Instance 2 only you have to create.
Okay. Give me.
Instance 2 you have to create.
Inside the security group, can you show?
Security group you want to show? ICMP you want to show?
Yes.
Okay. See, security group. If you are going here. Okay. Security group. If you're going here. Okay, and so allow traffic. Okay, select existing security group. Okay, so whatever the security group is there, you can just have this one, and hey, there was an option
No, edit.
here.
Enter setting.
Okay, sorry. So network setting edit, right here. You can just go add security group rule, and then here ICMP. Or you can do it later also. After creating also ICMP, you know, IMAP, ICMP, IPv4. Okay, so this one you select, and the custom anywhere.
Second, first should be SSH.
Yeah, first should be SSH. Don't change that, because if you don't connect to the SSH, then you won't be able to connect to this instance itself.
That's it.
Okay, so now, okay, stop sharing. Can you share your screen here? I can share the screen here. Okay, so now it is there here. Now we can go here and then you can just click on this one. So this is, I'm going to create launch instance again. Okay, so the name is VM1, VM-VPC1, VPC1, okay, and then the AWS, and then T2.micro, North Virginia is there, and key pair. I'm going to create any kind of AWS key pair, doesn't matter. And if you go edit here, I'm going to give it the VPC1. Okay, there is the only two VPCs are there now, right? So there is no default VPC. So one VPC1, and then the subnet one will be VPC1 subnet 1. Okay, so now, okay, autos and public IP will be enabled. Okay, the security group. Okay, the security group, like launch user 1, like ICMP. For example, ICMP I'm giving ICMP, and then add security group, no security group rule, and going to be like all custom ICMP4, and okay, so anywhere IPv4. Okay, this one. Okay, now I have done. Okay, now launch instance. Okay, I'm going to create a VM-VPC1. Okay, VM for a VPC1 I'm creating. Now it will be creating. Right now, creating security group failed. Exist in some configuration. Invalid. It is earlier. Okay, I think it's created. I think I made some mistake maybe. If you can go here, whether it's created or not. It's not created.
Did you select the existing key pair also?
No, okay, so actually
VPC.
VM-VPC1, VM-VPC1. Okay, so like, okay, let's do that keeper thing, like network thing later. Sorry, VPC, that security group. Let's make it later. Like, so for example, launch user 2 is the one. Okay, just leave it. This VPC1 is there, VPC subnet is there, enabled. Okay, I'm going to add. Let me add this thing later. I'm going to create it quickly, and now it's creating. Okay, security group with SSH only. Okay, now how many instances I have? I have one instance. VPC1 is connected to VPC. It's connected to VPC1. Okay, now I'm creating a launch instance again. Now the system will be VPC.
VM
Okay, VM VPC2. Okay, VM VPC2. Now I'm just coming all the way down, and the T2.micro and everything. And keeper login, doesn't matter, you can create any keeper, AWS, and edit settings. And now I'm going to use second VPC, second VPC, and this one has been connected here. Okay, now security group, I'm going to select launch user 2, which has already been created. I think I need to refresh. Hey, why is not showing the launch user 3? Why not showing?
First time we have not created.
Okay, it's fine. Now is launch user 3 is going to be. Let's edit all the things there also. The both the things. Okay, now launch instance. So now we have created launching instances, right? Now 2 instances created. Okay, so now you can go to EC2 instances. Okay, running instances 1 is already running, and if you can click on this one, and 2 instances are created. Okay, one is pending one. So now let's go to security groups. I don't know why the security group is not loading. I think all the security groups will be created, but say 1, 2, 3, everything is created. So now if it's there, okay, inbound rules, we can go and see. Okay, edit inbound rules. You can see, you can add, the ICMP. Okay, all ICMP before. Okay, this one, the anywhere IPv4. and allow use. Okay, now here it is working, but there it's not working. I don't know why. So now again go to security groups and then go to launch wizard 3. Okay, and edit inbound rules. Okay, custom ICMP. Okay, ICMP4. Okay, and custom and anywhere IPv4 and save. So now what we have done, we have enabled ICMP traffic from so you know about SSH, you know HTTP and all these things will be enabled port, right? Similarly, you are enabling a ICMP packet. And also what you can do is, you know, you can just enable something like some kind of a you can also enable some kind of HTTP traffic, or also you can just enable the test the connection. Okay, this is just to test the connection. So what is ICMP? If you just give a ping command, it should work. Okay, now let's connect to these two instances now. Okay, now first I'm connecting to this instance. Okay, I'm connecting to the VPC1 instance. Now I'm going to connect to the second instance. So this VM is from VPC2. This one is from VPC1. So far what we'll be having, I wanted to connect from my one VPC to another VPC, the connectivity I want to check. So now I wanted to connect from internal IP address. The whole point is that not the public IP address. Okay, if you can take public IP address, this one, public IP address, this one, and if you can, somebody's trying to sound. Yeah, hi, Sagar.
Hello, sir.
Sagar, you're a little later. What happened?
Yes, sir. Actually, I was left.
Okay, no problem. Okay, I'm almost finishing with this VPC peering concept. Okay, if you want, I can take it. I can take the same concept again by tomorrow sometime. Okay, because many people are absent.
I watched the products.
Okay, fine. Yeah. So now, if you can go with this one, ping. Okay, ping is the command. Okay, which will be there, and I'm going to connect this one to this IP address. We are going to connect to private IP addresses. Okay, ping. It's not going to work. What is ping? Ping will do. The ping will do. Okay, is to test whether if this one is enabled. If the connection is enabled. So what the ping will do is, okay, it will be keep on giving you, sending the packets and receiving. So ping is kind of a that the package. It will send you the small TCP package. Once it's received, then send you the acknowledgement.
Okay.
Just like a phone call, right? If you're receiving, then you're giving the communication.
Response. Okay.
Response. So that's kind of a ping command. So now I'm pinging from here. It's not working, and I'm just saying I'll take this IP address, and I'm just connecting from here. Okay, it's not working because we haven't enabled the VPC peering connection.
Yes.
For this one. So we need to enable the VPC peering connection now. So now we go to instances, subnets, and everything. So we have a concept called VPC peering. Okay, so what is VPC peering connections means? Okay, Anila, can you go to VPC peering and create a peering connection again? Okay, so create a VPC peering. So what are we going to do? We're going to create a connectivity between one VPC to another VPC. Okay, so now we are going to connect VPC. Okay, peering connection name, peering one, anything. Okay, and VPC. I'm going to, I mean, it doesn't matter, right? Like I'm going to connect one VPC to another VPC. So I have only two VPCs. I'm going to request her from, I'm requesting one VPC, VPC1,
Requested means one the VPC which is calling to another.
Another, the connection will be work like that, So we can also do the reverse way, then it will be work the same thing, So the source and destination kind of thing, it will be work.
Okay.
So requester will be VPC 1. Okay, so another select another VPC to peer with. It can be a same account, another account also. Okay, and the same region or another region also. If you created any other VPC, some other region also, you can connect it. Okay, so if you want to practice, then try to do that. So what is the VPC 2? So now the source one is VPC 1, and then the
Destination is 2.
VPC 2. Okay, so create a VPC peering connection. Okay, so you have VPC peering connection is being created with this one. Okay, now
I'm getting one notification.
what notification?
Pending acceptance.
Yeah, yes. So that's what I was about to say. So whenever we are just creating a peering, right, we need to accept that connection, So from that region, you have to be at that region, and you have to. So anybody can do a peering connection with anybody, right? So in order to avoid that one, we need to be having that, So accept the peering connection, we need to be enabled. Okay. So now I'm accepting the peering connection. Now we go to accept or accept request. I'm accepting the request. If you can accept it, then that message will not come. Okay. So now peering connection is been all set up. Okay, now we have connected to one VPN to another VPN. So one VPC to another VPC. Now I need to add a routes. If you go to route table, okay. Now all the connectivity is going from internet, right? Hey, why didn't you enable subnet association here?
This was created.
Okay, so this one. So okay. Now let's go to route table. Okay, so let's go to route table 1. Okay, route table 1. Okay, so edit routes. Now what are we going to do is that, this is the route table for what VPC?
First VPC.
Okay, route table for route table 1. Okay, route table 1 for a VPC what? See, this is okay, VPC 1, right? Okay, VPC 1. So now, okay, now VPC 1. Now what we want to connect is that we wanted to give the VPC 2 CADR. The 2's VPC 2 is there, right? For VPC 2, we were having one kind of a subnet association, subnet we have given, right? We need to give that one. For example, if you go to EC2,
yes, VPC 1 router must have the connection of VPC 2.
Yeah.
And vice versa.
Yeah. Yes. Second one have a route of here. This one will have a route of this one. So if you go to VPCs, right? So if you go to VPCs, we'll be having 2 VPCs with the CADR. Okay. Now VPC 1 wanted to connect to this route, this CADR. Yes. Okay, I want to copy this one. Okay, and paste this one here. All the subnets, all the network has to be going through here to. So far we were doing internet gateway only. Now we are going to peering connection. Okay, we already created a peering connection, and you choose the peering connection one, and this one you save changes. Okay. Now this is where the routing table comes into the picture. So Anila, are you following? Are you doing it?
Yeah.
Okay. Just let me know if you're stuck somewhere.
It's done.
Done? Good. Good. Okay. So now this is the VPC peering connection. It's been done, right? Like so for this one it's been route table for VPC 1 route table. We have given this one. Now we can go to VPC 2 route table. VPC 2 route table. Okay, edit routes. And here what you have to do, add route. Now we are going to give this one because this VPC has to connect to this subnet. That's CADR because CADR is different, right?
Yes.
Obviously. So that one, we give this one. Okay. peering connection, and then we have the peering, and we have the peering connection of this one, and save changes. Okay, now we have everything. So now publicly also we can connect, privately also we should be able to connect with. Now if you can go here and then if you can see it's already working. It's already running. See,
After saving.
after we, as soon as we enabled it, just see it's pinging. So 64 byte received from this one. If you go this one also, see this is also working. As soon as we enabled the connectivity, it's working. Okay, now it's working like this. Okay, this one will work like this, and this one will work like this. Now what happens if you remove the peering connection? What will happen now? Now go to route table. What happens if you remove the peering connection? Okay, peering connection.
They won't be able to connect.
They won't be able to connect with each other. Okay, so I'm going to remove it just to show you, right? Just show you how it is working. And peering connection and remove it. Now you can go and do this again. What will happen? It's not going to send any packet and receiving any packets from here. It's 64 bytes received from this one. So what it is doing, ping packet will do, will send some package, and whenever it is received, it's saying that okay, I am having connection.
So how can we?
So acknowledgement kind of.
Okay, so what is the advantage of connecting one VPC to another VPC?
Yeah, so this is a good question. Okay, so now what is the advantage of connecting to VPC connections one from the another VPC? Okay, so for example, you are having a database. For example, if you one VPC, you set up all the databases. Okay, and another VPC, you have only web servers. Okay, and if you want to connect that particular VPC from the privately only.
Okay.
I want to connect I want to establish the connection only privately, not all over the public. If you want to have a public, I can have a public IP address also. Okay, so if you remove the if you remove the subnet association for the internet also. So if you can remove that internet association also, internet gateway association also, then it is not going to work. I mean, it's not going to, you're not able to SSH into this.
Yes.
But how are you able to connect it? How are you able to connect this? Means like, it's using the jump server concept will come into the picture. If you know what is jump server, the bastion server. Okay, so there's two concepts are there. I'll be covering this jump server and bastion servers tomorrow. Okay, so tomorrow what I'm going to do, I'm going to create a jump server and bastion server tomorrow, and I will be showing you then how this can be done. Okay, but this is kind of a VP. So Ranila is working for you? No, right? What happened? You show me a screen. Let's see what you did. Stop presenting. So have you enabled the ICMP package? You know what is the ICMP package will do now? So ICMP package is used for a ping, right? So if you want to give ping to get response, you have to enable ICMP packages.
Security group I have in
Okay, go to security groups.
First disable the security group and create, and then add the security group again.
No, security group is there already. No, just scroll down. Yeah, click on security groups. No, one second. Okay, go to the VM. Go to the VMs what you created. Go to the VM. Okay, click on instances. Okay, click on that one. Click on the first VM. No, don't click on. Okay, don't click on that. Go back. Okay, just click on that box. Okay, scroll down. Click on security below.
Security.
Yeah. So go to the security. Scroll down. Down. Okay, so you have all the ICMP package is been enabled. Okay, so go to the second one. Yeah, it is there. Go to second one. Okay, go to security. Okay, now it is not having the inbound rules. It's not having the only 22 HTTP SSH only are enabled. You can click on.
I didn't have option there.
No, you can click on edit. Okay, Okay, go back. Go up. Okay, so click on that IC. Click on that this thing. Um, okay, you go to action. Which router is that? Okay, so security. I click on security. Okay, change security groups. You can also change security group like this, right? You can change security group like you can just search for security group. This is ICMP. What about the previous one? This is working default. I think you have selected in default maybe. Which okay? Which one is having the? I think you have a two security groups with the same name. ICP, ICP. Okay, just let's not do that. Go back 1 second. Go back. Yeah, go to that instance and come. Go to scroll down to security, and click on the security. Click on that security group. That option. Yeah, click on this one. Yeah. So now inbound rules. Edit inbound rules. Add rule. Yeah. Custom IC all ICMP. Yeah. IPv4. Yeah. Yeah. Yes. That one and 0.0.0. It's already there above. Okay. Click on that and then save rule. Nice. Okay. So now can you just try? Have you created a peering connection already?
Yes.
Just Control C and do Control C again. Control C.
Stuck patch.
Yeah, you restart it because there is some kind of a you restart. No. Just refresh. That's enough. Okay. See, it's working.
No,
So,
it was
not reachable. Okay. Go to the second security group also.
one time we
No. Go to that. No. Don't go there.
Go to the EC2
no, go to EC2 instance. Go to EC2 instance.
instances.
Go to EC2 instance only. Connect both EC2 instances. Connect both EC2 instances. I tell you. Okay, both is okay. Can you just do Control C here? Control C and stop that. Yeah, okay. So now copy the private IP address from the below. Private IP address from the below. No. Go there again. Below is there no private IP address. Private. Yeah. So now you should understand why are we doing this one, right? So if you copy this, okay, copy from here and paste it in another system. No. Yeah, not here. Paste it in another system. Now you do ping. Paste it here now. Yeah, enter. See, now it's working. Okay, and then Control C. Okay, scroll down. Okay, I don't know what is the IP address of this one.
From
What is
EC2
the,
instance we can take.
yeah, is there 10.0.0.6? That's the IP address. See here, you can see EC2 user @IP. Is that right?
Yes.
10.0.0.6 is the IP address. You can just go the type there. You can ping, click on ping.
yeah.
Yeah, ping space 10.0.0.6. 6 enter. See, now it's working. So now both the machines will be working
Connected.
and then will be working together. So otherwise it won't work. Right? If you don't have a connected to VPC, that is the private one, this is the private one, it won't work. Okay, this is how we are going to enable the VPC peering. This sorry?
This is the only concept. Only this much is completed for VPC.
No.
Peering.
Still there are many concepts there.
In peering.
VPC now only VPC peering is completed. Now we need to VPC peering is this one, it's connected. Okay, next one is like NAT gateway.
That is another.
Okay, that is another concept. NAT gateway, VPN, and all these things are there. So the reason why I didn't explain it to you these details in the initial itself. Okay, you'll get confused. That lot of VPC routing tables, all these things, right? I wanted to practice.
This class was too much good. Was like fun.
Yeah, so like it's going to be because it's fun because you already practiced. Okay,
Yes.
I can ask you to create that basic VPC. If you don't know like how to create a VPC, a subnet and all, if you don't understand it, this class is going to be very, very difficult.
Yes.
Okay, so that is the reason why I was just taking some of the concept at the end. You may be thinking that why sir didn't complete all this concept in the initial itself, right? So there is a reason, because I know that what topic if I can cover at what time, you will understand it. Like otherwise you will you're stuck with EC2 itself for 1 month.
Yes.
Okay, sir, EC2 itself, sir, VPC itself this takes a lot of time. Still, I didn't understand all these things. Now you know many kind of a concepts. Okay, all the concepts you know. Sagar, I will be sending you that recording. Okay, so now you'll be able to see what kind of a the thing is